But the submarine, man, real quick. So I heard that the submarine that I think the Navy, the U.S. Navy or Coast Guard, and I don't know if it's stuff like urban legend type of stuff, but I heard they been knew
Yeah, yeah. No, they confirmed that on Sunday
Sunday,
they knew.
and they
Yeah.
said that yeah, allegedly they reported it to the reporters in the news media and stuff like that. Like yeah, look, this is what happened. This this noise or whatever is consistent with an implosion. Here you go. It's not our job to report it to the public. It's your job, and they didn't report it until afterwards. Yeah,
Wow, that's great, yo, man. It's like
allegedly.
where do you go? Yeah, where do you go for like for the news now, man? For accurate news.
That's the thing, right? Everywhere you go now, when you hear the news, you be like, okay, where did it come from? From CNN. If it came from CNN, you know you're gonna get
Yeah,
a left bias take. If it comes from Fox, you know you're gonna get a right bias take. You know what I mean? So now it's like, okay, well, let me talk to the people around me. What are they seeing?
yeah.
What are they saying? What are they experiencing? And then when they tell you that stuff, you can be like, okay, which news agency is reporting closest to the anecdotal evidence now? Because you can't trust the news media. It's not even to be
Yeah.
edgy, man. This is straight up like you're not gonna expect to get any uh, uh, um, unbiased journalism from a group of people who have sponsors. It's just the bottom line.
And do you think the people that were in the submarine, do you think that they were, was this planned that,
No, man. I don't personally. I don't think it was planned. I think the guy, the gentleman who owns the submarine company, he was told by a whole bunch of of engineers, like, bro, this stuff is not
safe?
is not safe. You don't want to use it. I think he was using, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly. Please fact check this. I think he was using something like carbon fiber on the submarine, and they were like, dude, no, you can't use this X, Y, and Z. You know, don't want to use this.
Was that one of the only submarines that was able to go down in that depth? Like I heard only the Navy and maybe another submarine that was like halfway across the world is able to go that deep.
James Cameron went that deep.
No, 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 no. What I'm saying, like that was like one of the only submarines that was able to go that deep, other than the Navy, that was like available.
Supposedly, yeah, yeah. But the thing is, right, the material that he used, number one, I'm not a submarine expert, but from the little that I gathered, materials sometimes show fatigue, and you can know like, okay, this is not good, or okay, it's time to change it or whatever. Carbon fiber doesn't, but it immediately like it goes from 0 to 100.
Oh
So it's
wow.
like if it's gonna go immediately. You don't know. Oh, there's some cracks in the foundation, or there's some cracks here. Look, it's changing a different color. Nothing, and so supposedly now the consensus is that the submarine imploded under all that pressure, but not just imploded and crushed them. Supposedly the implosion like was so quick and so massive that it actually caused like a the thing to get as hot as the sun or as the surface of the sun for like 200 milliseconds.
Wow.
So the people who
So
were
they
in
were
it,
cooked alive or think or
hopefully, bro, they didn't feel anything. Hopefully, it was just
yeah.
like a flash.
Damn. Well,
So, but the people's reactions to that though was kind of disgusting a little bit.
yeah, I saw a whole bunch of memes online.
Yeah, and it's like I get it. They were rich, and you guys don't like rich people. Fine, whatever, whatever. But yo, like, you're rich to somebody else. You know what I mean? And you wouldn't want your family being talked to like that by people who have less than you.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and not just people who have less than you, but people in general, you don't celebrate that kind of stuff. Whether you like somebody or not. Even soldiers, when they kill other soldiers, they're not out here like dancing on top of these soldiers. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
But whatever the case is, man, I hope those families. Well, actually, we hope those families are okay. Uh, May God bring peace to their lives, cause one of them was a kid, man, who didn't even want to go.
Wow.
He was like, I said kid, he was 19, and he was a kid.
You got a lot to live for, man.
Yeah,
Well, a
and
long life.
he wanted to go to like with his dad for Father's Day and stuff like that, and that's what happened. But yeah, the submarine went 2 miles deep with a PlayStation controller. Is like it was completely unadvised by all the professionals in the field. It was completely there was not one professional in the field, you know that that's come forward anyways, that actually said, yeah, this is a good idea with these materials. These materials you got, they're good. So, and then the one guy who was like really vocal about it, who worked with him, he was let go from
You
the
let go of,
company.
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and then he actually sued them because he said I guess it was wrongful termination.
Yeah.
He actually won money off of it, bro.
Wow.
So not only does he have a clear conscience, but he actually got rewarded for like putting that kind of stuff out. So speaking of controversies, I don't know if you've heard about Joe Rogan trying to host a debate between Dr. Hotez, I think his name is, and RFK Jr. You heard about that?
Yeah, man. I heard a bunch of people actually propose money if they actually go with it, go
So the
through
great
with
thing
it.
is this, right? And this is why this lets me know that these people don't care about the people they claim to care about. I'm talking about the people who are Dr. Hotez. If somebody offered you $100,000, right, to a charity of your choice to debate something you believe in,
Yeah.
that you vouched for, that you, I don't want to say shield for, but that's essentially what you were doing, that you shield for, not you, obviously, but that you were like
Yeah.
front and center and can't, yeah, because you never know. Then the people like, oh, Jay's insulting Jay, whatever.
Imagine.
But if somebody offered you 100 grand to debate some non-doctor guy who's a politician, win or lose, you get 100 grand to a charity of your choice. That seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Not only that, but you're the expert supposedly in the field of vaccines. That should be a no-brainer. Knock it out the park. Good to go. But he didn't do it. Why? Like, well, I don't have to waste my time. Like, bro, you know you can put vaccine hesitancy to an end forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he didn't do it.
Did he say why, or he just said that?
They don't. They not him directly, but his peers and people who are pro that. They were saying that they don't want to give legitimacy to anti-vax because everybody's an anti-vaxxer who doubted this COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
They don't want to give legitimacy to anti-vaxxers. They try to put them under that umbrella. They don't want to give any legitimacy to those anti-vaxxers. They just want them to kind of just not be heard, I guess. Because if a doctor goes ahead, I would have debated. If I was like pro-vaccine and all that stuff, I would have debated. I would have debated anybody on that. Especially if you guys are saying, "Oh, we'll give you 100 grand to a charity of your choice if you debate these vaccines." Bro, that's a no-brainer. I go, I defend what I believe in. That's supposedly true, so it should be easy. And then like a charity of my choice gets 100 grand.
Do you
A
think that?
100 grand from people that I don't like from your enemy. Not from
Yeah.
I don't know if you're enemy, but from your adversaries, right?
Yeah. Do you think that he maybe doesn't believe in it? What he's saying, or?
It's they try to take the high road of like, I'm not even gonna dignify this with a response. But I think these people got
Oh, I think it's like below them.
they say that like I'm not even gonna dignify this with a response. But for all we know, even they might not believe in it. Allegedly, I don't. You know, they know that they got bought and paid for, and they're like, I can't defend this. This stuff clearly violated all the protocols and like the medical protocols. How am I gonna go over there and defend that for 100 grand of a charity of my choice? Screw that. I'm not gonna do that. You know,
Yeah.
he probably. I'm not saying he didn't. Just my opinion, my own opinion specifically. But he probably didn't believe that the COVID-19 worked as advertised. He might have believed it for a second, and then the moment people started getting sick again or didn't stop transmission like they said, he was like, "Whoops!" But I'm on this side now, so I gotta hold the line.
Yeah.
I gotta show a unified front. And you know, RFK Jr. was saying, "Hey, let's debate." And by the way, I'm actually audiobooking RFK Jr. is the real Dr. Fauci. He had a lot of good stuff on that. I'm not gonna get into it. Maybe the next episode, but it's messed up. Him, somebody like AOC, who supposedly said her grandma's roof in Puerto Rico caved in or something, and then Republicans were like, "Oh, let's donate money to give it to AOC for her grandma's building in PR," and they donated like 100 grand. They raised 100 grand, but she never took it.
Wow.
It's like, do you care about your grandma? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, why didn't the Democrats also like, I don't know, rally some money up just to help her out? Like.
No, because this was it wasn't. It was like the Republicans were trying to make a point.
Oh, maybe that's why. Well.
Yeah, I would have taken, bro. I would have taken it, bro. I would have taken it. Like, thanks. You still trash, but thanks, my grandma thanks you.
Yeah.
And then I would have given that money to like causes to like the Democratic Party.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like all that stuff. Like none of that stuff makes sense that they don't do this, unless you're just everything you've been saying was just virtue signaling. The vaccines maybe were just virtue signaling. Now somebody's like, hey, you know what? A possible presidential candidate wants to debate you on the efficacy of the COVID-19 vaccines, and you're gonna get paid 100. And it started with 100 grand. But it went up as high as like what, $500,000
For
for the
the
debate.
yeah, for the debate, no more, dude. I think it was like 2.3 million.
Bro, some guy gave $10, yo. Shout
Yeah.
out to that guy. But yo, to a charity of your choice,
Yeah.
win or lose, which to you, you should think like, hey, I'm gonna win anyways.
Yeah.
This is easy money. I'm a doctor. I've been studying this for years, forever. You know, like this is my thing. This is easy money. It's like somebody said, hey, Mayweather, I'm gonna pay you $2 billion to fight a guy who says that you're not a real boxer, that you're a fraud. You think Money Mayweather gonna say no to that?
Well, I get.
Out of fault.
No.
He gonna say
no,
yeah.
no, because I get it. Mayweather would say no to certain fights depending on the money.
He fought Jake Paul or Logan Paul, one of the Paul brothers.
Yeah, but that was because of the money and the clout and everything. But
Bro, what I'm trying to say is this: $2 billion. Let's say money for Mayweather.
I get you. Yeah, 2 million it should mean something for that guy.
Yeah, for Mayweather,
Yeah.
nah, you crazy. Not for $2 million. I don't think he would do it, but $2 billion for
Yeah.
Mayweather.
Oh, hell yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and not even. Hey, half a bill,
yeah. He would.
500 mil, 250 mil, 200 mil, even
Yeah.
200 mil to box some guy who says that he doesn't think you're a real fighter. He thinks you're a fraud.
Yeah, easy money. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the same thing. Some politician, some 69-year-old politician saying that he doesn't, and you're gonna say no. And this is your field. Like somebody come into your house saying, "Yo, show me what you can do, and I'm gonna pay you $2 million to a charity of your choice." And everybody wanted to see that debate. For years, we had to listen to people go on the news talking about insulting these people. But now these people have a voice in Twitter, thanks to Elon Musk, which is a different conversation. But now these people have a voice in Twitter. Now they can talk their stuff. Now all of a sudden it's like, well, you know, I'm not a dignified that would respond. I'm not gonna legitimize this type of. You know, legitimize what? You know, open discussion, open debate.
Yeah.
You know, really quick, a quick medical story. I don't know if you noticed, but a long time ago there was a guy who actually said that he believes that you gotta wash your hands before you. It's common sense now, right?
Yeah.
But do you know that at that time when he says you gotta wash your hands before before you deliver babies, you know what I mean? Wash your hands, sterilize your hands, stuff like that. They laughed. I think they laughed at him to the point where he ended up dying in an insane asylum.
No way.
Yeah. So what we take for granted now is considered established science now,
Yeah.
which is obvious now, right? Back in the day, it was like some guy had to actually point that out, like, yo, people are dealing with dead people, or they're dealing, and I'm paraphrasing, he didn't say it word for word. They're dealing with corpses, they're doing operations, and then they're gonna go and deliver babies.
Yeah. Wow. That's insane. And
And
they thought he was crazy for thinking
For saying,
that.
hey, maybe you should wash your hands,
Yeah.
right? And because so, you know, just what I'm saying is you can't go on consensus because the consensus back then was that you didn't have to wash your hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, Hotez, the ball's in your court, bro. Like if you guys don't, the thing is, we're not gonna add legitimacy to this, but if you don't stand up for this when they're calling you out on it, and they're offering you, these people believe in the cause so much that they're offering you 2.3 mil win or lose to a charity of your choice, and you're not gonna do it. That in and of itself adds legitimacy to that discussion.
Definitely. Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, you don't want to talk about this? Why now? Why are you afraid of? What are you afraid of?
Yeah.
This is true, right? You believe in this? You worked on this?
That's weird, man. Who else do you know that, mentions certain things and talks about certain things, but when they're asked certain questions, they kind of like, fall back and don't want to
Oh, I
answer
like
the
that.
questions.
This is a great segue to